Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Pipe and Chat. My name's Spaceman, and it's 10:14 p.m. on Tuesday, October 10th, and I'm smoking my Missouri Meerschaum Morgan for the first time. And what I'm smoking in it is Cup of Joe's Adirondack Gold. Very nice tobacco. And tonight, I'd like to discuss an interesting topic about songs and just how powerful music really is, and how just a song from our past can evoke such emotion and such memory so deeply that it can almost feel traumatizing at times, or it can feel very happy and exhilarating. Of course, you know, there are a lot of bands that we all really love, and we really love their music, hence they would be our favorite bands. A lot of those bands, we collect all their albums or most of their albums, and we follow them or their career, or even go to see them in concert. If we're fortunate enough to see them live, and so you have those bands, okay, and you have music that you appreciate for its complexity, its artisticness, creativeness, combined with musicianship at times, if it has enough creativity and essence in it. But what I want to expound on is a very interesting little point that has been going on in my life since I was a young teenager. And this mostly began during the 80s, and I would notice a song would come out, a band would come out, say for instance Prince, and in the very beginning I didn't like Prince, I really didn't like his sound, or a song by a group called Naked Eyes, a song called Promises, which would be playing on the radio during the summer of 1983 while I was cruising at night, and I really didn't really like the song that much, but I noticed that plus many other songs, a year later I would hear that song and it would bring up all these feelings and emotions of the year prior to that, and it would I used to call them special memory songs, okay, and people would say, well, I know you like Rush, Andy, or I know you like Deep Purple, but why would you, listen to Naked Eyes, Promises, or why would you listen to Little Red Corvette by Prince, or Purple Rain by Prince, or Let's Go Crazy by Prince, or Quiet Riot, Come On Feel the Noise, or now some of this stuff grew on me, and case in point, Prince, okay, as an artist, I didn't really start to really appreciate Prince until about 3 years after I first heard his breakthrough song, Little Red, with his album 1999, which featured Little Red Corvette in 1999. And I kind of learned to appreciate his music, okay, and his musicianship and creativity as well. And so without rambling on about this, you basically get the point of what I'm trying to say. And this occurred with a lot of bands. There were the bands I really loved, and there were the bands that I favored and focused on, and Prince became one of those. Okay, but there was other songs that, like Men Without Hats, Safety Dance, or I could name a million of them. Okay, we're just going on throughout the years with specific songs, not just bands. Nirvana was another one. I really hated Nirvana when they first came out. I absolutely hated their sound, and then they began to grow on me. And then I just getting ready to go see the band. Me and my wife, who was still alive at the time, and we were getting ready to go see the band, and then Kurt Cobain tragically killed himself, so we were not able to see them. And right after he killed himself, that's when I really started. I remember that day and that week I was watching all these videos of him, and it hit me. Wow, I really missed something here. I wish I could have seen him. So anyway, that was like kind of getting into a band as a whole and them growing on you. But then there were these special songs, okay? Now I'm going to go one step further. During all those years, there was a lot of music that I absolutely just didn't like, okay? And for instance, I'm going to give you an example here now. Tom Petty, we had just tragically passed away. Now, I never liked the song that he did with Stevie Nicks in 1981, Stop Dragging My Heart Around, which, by the way, was written by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, but Stevie Nicks did a duet with him on that number. All of a sudden, I hear this song the other day, and it's kind of like, okay, I've already used up like all the other songs. I've already listened to them to the point of it's been done, to death with this. I've listened to these songs, and my mind has cycled around, and I've felt all the feelings. And but now I'm kind of like, it's almost like my mind is going back and looking for other songs that I never liked. And it's actually been so many years now. What's it been? 36 years since that song came out, 1981. And would it be, I guess it would be 36 years. Yeah. And it's kind of like, now I'm going back and finding those other songs that were all in between and songs I didn't really like. And they're kind of like, just now I'm starting to kind of gain some sort of appreciation or feeling for these songs. And it's just more testament to the fact that music is very powerful. And it wasn't like, there could be bands I really didn't consider that great. But once again, I'm going back to those songs. And I could name a lot of others, but I don't even really get into that. That's one of them, okay? And there were others that displaced my mind at this moment. But that's what I wanted to say, and I think it's very very interesting how that can occur. Now, a lot of people don't understand that. They would, like, I had a lot of friends that were into music with me. They were friends. They shared their feelings about music with me and their tastes about music, and they couldn't understand. They didn't understand. Why would you buy a Michael Jackson CD? Why? Why would you? And that was another one. And I said, I like different things for different reasons. Like, there were people who say, well, that group just didn't have talent, or that was their preference, that was their opinion. I said, no, I think Michael Jackson was a very talented individual. I just think that you either like him or you don't. And let me make clear here that I'm a guy that likes progressive art rock. I like Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I like Yes. I'm very much into bands like that. Porcupine Tree, Hawkwind, who's a space rock band. So people didn't understand, how could you listen to King Crimson, the early King Crimson, and then turn around and listen to Michael Jackson? I like different music for different reasons. Or you could say there's different reasons why I like different artists or songs. Well, however you want to put that. So I had conflict with people because of that. They didn't understand that. And I think we're like snowflakes. I mean, each individual person, his mind is complex, and we're not all created the same. And that's what makes the world go round. That's what the deal is, okay? So if you have any input on this, I'd surely like to hear it. Over the years, I'm sure there will be people that will come up that I will gain more appreciation for. And I've also experimented with people, and it didn't turn out so well. Sometimes I ended up liking them, sometimes I didn't. But I broadened my mind, I broadened my aspects. I even bought a Best of Elvis Costello CD years ago. Even though I was never into Elvis Costello. Okay, so at the end of the day, it was a double CD. At the end of the day, I only ended up liking 2 songs off of the whole CD. I think it was Pump It Up and Green Shirt. Maybe Veronica. I don't know. But I am not a big Elvis Costello fan. I am not a big Bruce Springsteen fan. Although there is a few Bruce Springsteen songs that I do like. And there's a few Bon Jovi songs I like. Don't tell anybody that, no. Anyway, you get the point. And that's where it's at. And we should not put other people's musical taste down. We should not say anything. You know, there were videos I did years ago, and they're probably way back in the archives on my channel, where we used to sit around and make fun of certain groups like Kiss and different groups. I am sorry I did that, because yeah, Kiss weren't the greatest musicians in the world, but everybody likes something different. If it's good to you, well, then it's good, okay? If you like it, that's all a preference. All right? Who's here? Who's to say that I'm the god of critics, or that guy over there is the god of music critics? So there you have it. And I'm going to light my Morgan again, and I'm going to shoot out of here. Or jet out of here, whichever one's better. You take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video. Rock on.